Knowledge is king. Knowledge is king.
I totally threw you off there, didn't I?
Kind of. I was like, what's he doing? I was like, wait.
I loved it.
You're
so
like,
this is my thing. You know what? Like, I love our intro music. It sounds like intro music, but I really like our outro music too.
Play it. Play again. Play the outro. Let's let the people decide. Pick one.
I mean, what are we doing? We're spitting knowledge all the time. I mean, it's so great, right?
All right, Kevin, we're going to do pick one tonight. Spoiler.
Intro or
Abby,
outro.
Hopefully you're on. I don't have any comments anymore because I took them down because there was too many Spider-Man spoilers last week.
No Spider-Man spoilers. I still haven't seen it. No, I don't have a life. All right? Come on. Hey, you are listening to Candid Athletic Training.
Hey!
It's Kevin and Chad again.
How you doing?
We're here at Brew Fitness Milwaukee. There's a bunch of drunk people in the background if you hear anybody. That's just the people that usually train people. You know, they teach people how to look fit, feel good about themselves, and then just get them nice and intoxicated afterwards. It's a wonderful gym. Welcome to Milwaukee, right? Brew Fitness MKE. Check them out.
Positive reinforcement.
So
you get a good workout, you get a beverage.
It's true. Listen, I think we need to have exciting news again, in that Healthyroster.
Oh, hold on. Let me just put their graphic up.
Has again said, these two idiots talking about athletic training. We love them, so we are going to be the official sponsor. So if you have any kind of EMR issues, or you just want to improve your life, I think you should go head over to healthyroster.com, make a meeting with those great folks over there. They are athletic trainers. They love athletic trainers, and they're literally looking to make your job easier, and they're looking out for you to give you metrics so that you can go back to your boss and say, hey, this is how good I am at my job. Give me more money. Show me the money.
When you think, what's more relevant? The show me the money, Jerry Maguire, or pay that man his money, Rounders? It's gotta be
absolutely show me the money.
Show me the money.
Yeah, no, I would venture to say if you polled 100 people, only 20 people would know the Rounders quote, but 99 would know Jerry Maguire. No. But you can have some if you want.
You can be.
There's Ryan, the owner of Brew Fitness Milwaukee, the one and only.
He's looking through our Sour Patch stash.
I mean, if you need sugar, you know where to go.
Do you want to show him the stash? That's what she said.
Let's see it. This is our stash.
This is our Sour Patch stash.
You know, Ryan really was trying to find some sugar, and so he knew where to go, and this is where you need to go. Get it.
Man, we do a lot of sugar. We do a lot of sugar on this show.
You mentioned a candy once on a podcast, and all of a sudden, everybody buys you Sour Patch Kids. Where were we? Rounders. Versus,
it's such a good movie.
You know what? When I was maybe...
Is it better than Jerry Maguire?
I was probably 14. I read the book before I saw the movie.
Rounders?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a book.
So I don't know if the book came out before the movie, but I will say I read it before I saw it. I'm glad I did because it made the movie that much better. It was definitely not a book I should have been reading probably when I was 14 years old.
No.
Somehow I got my hands on it. It was probably in the bookmobile. And if I read it, I probably got a free pizza or something from Pizza Hut. And yeah, those are good times. I still have it somewhere, because it was one of the first typical kid school books that I read on my own.
On your own.
Or I should say non-Goosebumps that I read on my own. That's a good one. Did you read Goosebumps, or are you too old for it?
I'm familiar with it. I don't know if I read it or not.
So I think Goosebumps was those were our Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody my age read Goosebumps.
Try saying Sour Patch Stash 5 times in a row.
Sour Patch Stash. Sour Patch Stash. Sour Patch Stash. Sour Patch Stash. Sour Patch Stash.
That's
Sour
5.
Patch Stash. Sour Patch Stash. Sour Patch.
I couldn't do it. Tongue twisters get me all jacked up.
Who else? Do we need to thank anybody else?
No. Brew Fitness MKE.
Wonderful people.
We're working on another sponsor. Our fingers are close. Kevin and I are holding our breath.
Yeah.
On another huge sponsor. We need to make it happen.
Man, if we make that happen, I think people will actually think we're legit, and then people will actually listen to us and what we're saying.
We are legit.
I'm convinced people come onto this podcast just so they can talk to each other, not necessarily so they could hear what we're saying.
What?
Unless we're making fun of the CDC. Apparently that was a funny episode. Did you know it was funny?
Yeah. We've been told CD says. We don't call it's not the CDC anymore. There's no control. It's just the CD. It's no Center for Disease.
There's no
the CD
control.
says
it's just the center of something. Center of disease. They have all the diseases there. They have no control.
There's no control.
Over it.
It's the CD. The CD says. It's like Simon says.
That's fantastic. I like that. That's a good quote. So if you're on this live broadcast, you definitely got an email from us. And I'm just going to let you know that Aaron was the first one to come up with the quote from Spaceballs. She wins the prize today. She wins the top prize of the day. There is no prize. Sorry. I just was having fun, having quotes.
Yeah.
As anytime I say soon, I think of Spaceballs because there's a great quote in Spaceballs.
Mog.
When will then be now? Soon. One of my favorite parts of the movie. So, sorry for everybody that thought there was going to be
Who is
something.
the best character in that movie? It's got to be Rick Moranis, right? Rick Moranis made that movie. Like
I mean,
yes. Watching it back.
Oh God, that's a good question. Who's my favorite Spaceballs character? Who's the best character in that?
Watching it now, it's got to be Rick Moranis.
Barf has his moments.
John Candy, it was fine.
Lone Star.
It's kind of like what, like if you watch it 20 years later, he doesn't hold up as well as Rick Moranis' character.
I used to.
Thank you, Aaron. Aaron gets it.
I would have said a long time ago that the princess used to bother the crap out of me.
Yeah.
And now when I watch it again, she's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Rick Moranis. What an underrated human as far as comedy goes.
Yeah.
I mean, now most of us know the story. He left acting to like take care of his kids because his
wife
became terminally ill. And,
yeah.
What a great human, by the way. I hope that guy gets freaking checks upon checks upon checks from just Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and Spaceballs being played on TBS.
Ghostbusters. I mean,
That's
3 monster movies.
You're right. No, he makes that movie. I don't think
assholes. Surrounded by assholes.
I don't know if there could have been a better person for that role.
No.
I mean,
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Now let's see how well you handle it.
Lone Star.
Ludicrous speed.
Now, it's still, man, it's definitely my favorite. What's his face movie? Why can't I think of the comedian?
I bet she gives great helmet.
Oh, she gives great helmet.
I love that movie. I need to watch it.
I mean, why aren't we doing a fad of freaking Spaceballs, I guess?
Well, let's do it then. We'll do it tonight.
You want to do
not
the fat we have?
Yeah, let's just do it. It's
right,
way
fine.
it's way better.
We'll do it. So,
on the fly.
That'll be the first segment. So do you want to just jump right into it?
Sure. Well, do you want to, or you want to stay with what we're doing?
No, I think we should.
All right, let's go.
Thank you, Aaron, for Mel Brooks. I don't know why I had a brain fart. One of the coolest things I've ever seen in my entire life was a live showing of a Mel Brooks movie, and he was there. and he did like a Q&A
Really?
afterwards. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Blazing Saddles. It was freaking amazing.
If you are on the live stream right now, go to your social media, pull up a Spaceballs GIF, whatever the hell you want to call it, tag us in it, and just tell the people that we're deciding who would make the best athletic trainer right now. Let's get some Spaceballs.
You know what? How about this? Let's use Twitter for what it's for. I want you to go on Twitter.
I got to look it up.
Find a GIF. I want you to tag not only Candid Athletic Training, but tag Mel Brooks. Maybe tag Rick Moranis. Maybe tag Bill Pullman.
John Candy.
Well, I don't think he's
not getting those.
I don't think he's getting.
He's not getting those anymore.
I mean, let's see if we can make this.
Bill Pullman. Jesus.
Bill Pullman. Isn't that crazy? I mean, Bill Pullman.
I didn't even actually recognize him.
Yeah, man. Totally. He's funny.
Dick Van Patten. Oh, is he still alive?
I don't know.
Michael Winslow. That's right.
Tag
Holy
him.
cow.
Now, talk about a character that is iconic, and he was probably only on the screen for, 74 seconds?
Like, he legit could have done the sound of R2-D2 and C-3PO. Like, he could have just been there.
I don't know if he was old enough.
Yeah. All right.
Listen. So we're going to just start with fat.
All right. I'm going to write down.
Spaceballs.
Who are we just doing? Barf.
Barf.
Dark helmet.
Dark helmet.
Are we going to do president? No, let's not do it. That's dark helmet.
Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Mel. You're out. We can't do yogurt either.
Lone Star.
Lone Star, for sure.
Princess Vespa.
Sure. And I think we'll keep it at that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so. You know who I hated watching it the first time? Yeah.
Yeah, I figured
But
you were going to say Dot.
you know who she reminded me of? Was the
Barbara
housekeeper.
Walters?
The housekeeper from the Jetsons.
Oh.
Rosie?
Okay, yeah. I don't know what the name is, but...
Rosie, I believe, was the housekeeper on the Jetsons. You remember? You probably don't remember.
So, yeah, Jetsons are just too old.
It was just like a copy of that. Anyways, doesn't matter. All right, so we got dark helmet, Barf. Barf. Do you have to clean up after yourself?
Oh, good one, Kev. Good one, Kev.
All right.
So, little known fact, we're
going
to do a pick one
today.
later, and that's going to be. We'll bring it back up, Kev.
All right. Who are we starting with? We're doing this on the fly. God, I love Spaceballs. Let's get some quotes.
Let's do Lone Star.
Lone Park.
Lone Park Star.
Okay. He was kind of an. Was he the goody two shoes? Well, he was kind of Han Solo.
Well, yeah,
he was supposed to be Han Solo.
He's supposed to be Han Solo mixed
but like
with Luke. Yeah.
And the worst of the worst.
Well, he's supposed to be what every Star Wars person wants, and that is Luke to not be a little bitch.
Yeah. But he was a pushover. He got pushed over by the princess. Princess Vespa owned him.
I mean,
deep down, he owned.
Not right away.
You got owned by. If you get owned by your athlete.
Oh, you think Princess is the athlete?
No, but just getting owned by somebody as an athletic trainer would be getting owned by your athlete or coach or somebody. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be.
He's a triumphant story. He's lazy at first, figures out he has to work harder. He's a loner, Lone Star. He's very much a loner, but learns that teamwork is what's going to make him successful and save the world.
Moral of the story.
Yeah. He has this inner just fire to him that, man, if somebody could bring that out, he could save the entire world from losing all of its oxygen.
Oh, I forgot that was the whole damn premise of the movie. They were sucking the
entire
oxygen.
Premise. He knows how to fly a Winnebago.
Okay, so does that mean he can fly or he can drive a golf cart?
He can definitely drive a golf cart dangerously.
He probably would drive the golf cart the best.
And let's face it, the whole reason there's something called a Tesla Plaid is because Bill Pullman knows how to drive a freaking Winnebago. He knows how to put the Spaceball juice down the pipe. I would say he's not necessarily the athletic trainer that would have all of his ducks in a row.
Nope.
But
100% not.
But
wing it.
When push comes to shove or somebody needs to take charge and save the day, he's your guy.
Probably the best. No, I was going to say the best under pressure, but I think he's not.
I don't think he is either.
Princess. Princess is the best under pressure. Because she was just like I'm supposed to be a priss, but I'm not.
Such a badass.
I know. But she was just the opposite of a princess. Why
did she end up in more movies? How did she not end up in more movies?
Who is that?
I don't know her name. Real name.
Hold on. Before you die, there's something you should know about us. I'm just kidding. I'm just looking at movie quotes. Her name.
Comb the Desert.
Daphne.
You guys find anything yet?
Daphne Zuniga. Oh, she was in
a couple more Mel Brooks movies, probably.
One Tree Hill.
Tree Hill.
Victoria Davis.
Am I supposed to know what One Tree Hill is?
You've never seen One Tree Hill?
No. What is One Tree Hill? Is that like the OC?
Yes.
Okay. So it's like a soap opera for like teenagers? Is that what it is? What was the other one?
Ed,
Seventh
we ain't
Heaven?
Found shit.
Thank you.
Okay, NCIS. Like literally the only other thing she's really done that's I would know her. She was in One Tree Hill.
This is okay, so if we could create a phenomenon of all athletic trainers watching Spaceballs because listening to this podcast, I think, you know what? Maybe we'll get Mel Brooks right on the podcast. I'm sure he'd be down. He's got to be in great health.
He's got to be. Okay, so you think Lone Star decent?
I think he's up there. He's decent. I think he comes through in the clutch. You know, but he's definitely not. He's not getting his notes done every night. He's definitely not.
There's none.
But is he?
There's no documentation.
I'm telling you, I want him running on the court. I want him running on the court.
All right, Princess Vespa.
She's a badass.
She is like I'm not taking shit from no one.
She's a D1 Big 5 or whatever conference, Alabama, Auburn, Clemson, Oregon, athletic trainer that everybody's like, do you really know what you're doing? You don't really know what you're doing. You're just lucky you were just in the right spot at the right time. And that athletic trainer's like, yeah, I'm a freaking badass. And my athletes get on the field faster than everybody else. They stay healthy, and they all freaking listen to me. Now, she's a little spoiled, though.
Spoiled. Pampered. She needs all of the modalities, all the treatments. All the gadgets.
How is she traveling with all that stuff?
You're right. She doesn't pack lightly as an athletic trainer.
Now, what I would say is she doesn't believe in ice. She does believe in heat. Proof by the size of her hair dryer.
Yep.
I think she'd be
She's right now. If I had to think about it, she's probably my number one choice.
Right now, right now she's best. She's best, but she's misunderstood.
She's got the worst. She for sure has the worst personality of the four, but that's okay. She's probably the most.
Yeah.
Like she's gonna be good under pressure. She's gonna be.
She's gonna have a hard time.
She asks the most questions, doesn't she? Or maybe Barf asks a lot of questions.
This is my ship, you captain. I think she's going to have a hard time getting the athletes into the athletic training room. But once they're in there, if the athlete can get past that, maybe she's a little difficult to deal with, she knows her stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Barf.
All I keep thinking about is Barf. All I think about is Mog. It's my favorite line in the movie. I'm a Mog. I'm half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend.
I'm my own best friend.
It's the only thing I can think about when I think about him.
I love just him dancing with a bucket of fried chicken.
It's my number one line of the movie.
Barf, barf. I could probably play Bill Pullman in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it'd be so great. Even with this light beard I got going.
Okay, so what would
Everybody
Barf's?
wants to hang out with him.
He's the party.
He is 100%. He is the athletic trainer that the athletes are coming in because no matter what, I feel comfortable around this dude.
Fan favorite.
I love talking to him. He's going to have quotes from movies. He's going to be dancing. He's going to be singing. He's going to be he's so much. He's great for everybody.
He's really in tune with the athletes, and like the ears and the tail and all that will just
dog.
Like he's got just the intuition. I don't know.
I think it is intuition.
Yeah, like where it's just like you know what's going on.
I think
there's no substitute for just having intuition, like just having the feeling of what's going on.
He doesn't make any mistakes, but there's times.
Isn't he a little scaredy cat?
Yeah, he's a little scared. He's a little timid. I mean, he's a pup that isn't gonna bite anybody. That's for sure.
You can't be timid as an athletic trainer, though.
You can't.
It's a huge drawback.
I think he's you need him on your staff. You need him on your staff.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's running out on the field. Then there's the one and only
Dark Helmet.
Dark Helmet. Bump.
He's just naive enough to not know that he doesn't know, which is going to make him a good athletic trainer.
He very naive, but man, can he control a room?
Yeah.
He's got a power to control a room. You know what he also does is he makes fun of his administration.
Yeah.
You know, the president, behind his back all the time. He's the one executing everything.
He's calling all the shots.
He might be a head athletic trainer.
Yeah.
Like
one that he's more of like a director.
He might not know how to do a single effing thing, but he controls the room and he knows how to manipulate, the athletic director.
Yeah.
That's a really powerful weapon.
I'm just reading quotes. Is like appearing in the room, lifting up his visor. I can't breathe in this thing. Is that every athletic trainer right now with COVID masks? I can't breathe in this thing. Yeah, just the whole
too hot.
He's like the athletic trainer standing up in the golf cart, not driving it, just whatever.
I really do. I think. Oh man, I want to vote for him now. I want him to be my head athletic trainer. I want to deal with him. Ludicrous speed.
No. Go past this. Past this part. In fact, never play this again.
Never play this again.
Never do this again.
I told you to knock. I did not see you playing with your doll, sir. Oh, I really hope everybody is having a great time thinking of all the Spaceball quotes.
Dark Helmet, after finding that the self-destruct cancellation button has yet to be installed. Out of order. Fuck. Even in the future, nothing works.
See, we're in now.
Yeah, it's got to be Princess.
Has to be Princess.
It has to. I mean,
she's good with a gun.
In fact, yeah.
She's a little selfish, but maybe we all need to be a little more selfish. Maybe it would help us out.
We do.
Just a little more.
It's a little more. It's part of the problem of the whole profession.
I mean, she's too selfless. She's a little too selfish, but I'm going to go Dark Helmet.
No, he'd probably be my number 2.
He's my guy.
He is the best character.
So funny.
All right, that's fun.
That's so great. Well, you know what? I'm going to do...
Oh, yeah.
A poll.
That was our fat.
I was going to do fat.
And good for you, Chad. All right, we're gonna jump to top 5 while you put that poll up, okay, Kevin?
Yep.
Top 5 this week. We asked 100 athletic trainers, Kevin.
Oh.
What's the furthest distance you have gone to do an evaluation?
The furthest distance I've gone to for an evaluation.
And Nate just noticed that you shaved.
Yeah, I've been hiding my face behind this microphone. And Chad doesn't use the pop filter, but I think pop. I do think the pop filter helps.
Pop.
He just never really, he doesn't get so close to the microphone as I do.
Maybe that's why, I don't know.
Maybe you don't pop your pops. I don't know. Anyway.
It's because I mumble.
Everybody says I mumble, though.
Do they?
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
So what's interesting is me and you do a podcast, but I bet our wives always are like, hey, you're always mumbling. I never can hear what you're saying. But yet all these people hear what we're saying. Is it because of our wives?
Because they don't give a shit. No one cares what we say.
What is going on?
Well, I think for the first 4 months, people thought I was you and you were me.
Because nobody saw our faces.
Yeah,
totally.
And their voices, I don't know. He's the deep one.
So disappointed.
I'm the high pitch one.
Like, oh man, I really thought Chad was Kevin and Kevin was Chad. Oh,
sorry to disappoint.
I think it's just because I talk more than you do. But you handle everything about the podcast, but I talk more. And so I think therefore people are like, oh, it's Kevin must be the one that's handling everything. Nope.
All right.
Anyway, how far
what's the farthest you've gone to do an injury evaluation?
Okay, numero uno. 10 miles. Number 2, 2 hours by car. Number 3, 2 hours by plane.
How far is that?
Half the country.
2 hours?
Oh, quarter of the country. I mean, you can get from Wisconsin to New York in 2 hours.
That's true.
You can get Wisconsin to Florida in 2 hours.
Yeah.
But because of those mountains and all these winds, you can't get to California from Wisconsin in 2 hours. It takes about 3.5, maybe 4. Number 4, 1,400 miles.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Number 5, 12 feet.
Could you imagine? You're just like in a little box. Everything happens.
Well, I mean, I think that's for some people, that's what it is. How far?
They walk into your area.
Yeah. In reality, how far is it from where you stand or where you
It's a really interesting question.
eat or sit or look at your phone and the first evaluation room that you take somebody? How far do you think that is?
Hold on, say that again.
So I mean, I know what your office looks like.
Used to.
I've been in there many times.
Yeah.
Unless it's changed. Has it changed?
Oh, you're talking about my current position.
Yeah.
I don't have an office. I'm like a nomad. I just like.
No, that's what I mean. But like, there's probably like a table you can sit at somewhere.
Not really.
Not really?
No.
Oh, you need to go in that back area where like Dr. Young and stuff hangs out. There's like there's a table back there.
I do, but there's so many people that work there now. I don't like have a place.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So then you're just standing in the hallway waiting for somebody to tell you what to do.
Well, I can rotate basically not the same people that are there every day. So I'm at a different computer every day based on who's not there.
Okay. So what's the furthest you have to walk from a computer station to an evaluation room?
The furthest?
The furthest you have to walk.
50 feet.
Yeah, at most, right? I was going to say like 15 steps, which is probably like 45 feet, right?
Yeah.
3 feet a step.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Only because I've walked those hallways too many times.
That's a really good, you bring up a good point. And I don't know if I want to talk about it right now or use it on like a future question.
About
Let's just talk about it.
What? Keep talking.
When you say the furthest you have to go is 12 feet,
yeah,
it's interesting. What percentage of injuries require you to go to the athlete compared to the athlete coming to you? What percentage is that, you think? Where you literally have to go to them? And how often do we make that unnecessary trip to them? Like, case in point, something happens on a baseball field. A lot of people wrote down the furthest they've had to go is out to center field. Well, how many times that you've had to go to center field did you really have to go versus, I could have waited and they could have come to me if the rules and the time permitted allowed it? Does that make any sense?
Gotcha. Okay.
If somebody hurts their hamstring.
Okay. Yeah.
Case in point, here's a story. We've told this story, how I wore the catcher's gear.
Yeah.
Right? The catcher's gear.
Yeah.
On the whole weekend.
Yeah.
One of my athletes pulled their hamstring running to first base.
Correct.
I didn't run out to go check on their hamstring, even though maybe sometimes I would have. Been like, oh my God, are you okay? I waited for them to come into the dugout or come to me. What percentage should that be?
What's interesting is, so...
Do you see where I'm going with that?
Yeah, I do.
Why do we always go to them?
Because if it
should we always... I mean, what percentage is catastrophic enough or... I mean, there's going to be collision sports and stuff like that where you should go.
Yeah, somebody's down. You have to... I mean, but at the same time, if you're down because your hamstring...
Yeah.
You felt a cramp in your hamstring, and you're going to make me come all the way to F out there only to walk all the way to F off the field. I mean, that's actually an interesting... We talk about sports taking too long.
Yeah.
We talk about baseball as baseball is so slow. And then like football games keep getting longer and longer, especially now that it's playoff season. Playoffs? But that's more advertisements. But how many times I was watching a game, I think 2 weekends ago, and legitimately every single play for like 8 plays in a row, somebody stayed down on the field. And none of them were like, oh my God, they just broke their ankle. None of them were like, they were just cramps. I feel something in my knee, and every single one of them ended up walking off under their own power, and I would say 75% of them went back in the game. And I know, like, there's this question, and that's why we're there. We're there to go out to the field and say, like, hey, what happened? Give me the ABCs of, like, what happened. Okay, do you think you can stand? Do you think you can walk? Let's go. And then we're going to take a closer look. I think a lot of athletes freak out because injuries can be detrimental. But at the same time, that's a really good question. If hindsight's 20/20, right? How many of those injuries did you really have to go out there for?
That's exactly what I was asking.
Like, what?
So Dylan just said in pro sports he had to drive to players' houses to evaluate them because they don't want to come in. What in the actual fuck is that?
F that, Dylan. No, I mean, so that does happen.
We're house calls now.
That does happen occasionally. Occasionally it does happen. I will say my pro athletes right now that I'm not in professional like baseball or any other professional sport, I go to them because either they don't live here or the agreement is, hey, I got something going on. Can you come out and give me some treatment and tell me what's going on?
Yeah.
But if it was like, so say back when I was in professional baseball, I never went to somebody's house to evaluate them. I did go to somebody's house because they just had surgery. Like, I would take them to surgery and I would take them home from surgery.
Sure.
And then I would check in on them for a couple days if they weren't coming in. If it was a surgery that, like, nope, you're not moving for like 2 to 3 days. If it was a surgery that they needed to move, I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm going to see you at the facility.
Right? So that was a huge sidebar, and we haven't even gotten to the answers here.
Yeah, what are the answers?
But I think that's why we got a lot of negative feedback on this question in the survey monkey responses, but I just thought there was enough here.
Abby.
So we had a tie for
Abby.
We had a tie for 5th place.
Abby, you sound just like my wife.
What does this say?
She said when I was pregnant with my last kid, I waddled out to a kid freaking out on the opposite side of the field because he got kicked in the balls. I told him, get up or I was birthing this baby on the field.
That's awesome.
That's exactly what my wife would say.
So tie for 5th place. 4 people said that the farthest they had traveled for an injury evaluation was the length of a football field. 4 people said 5 miles, and 4 people said 2 miles. In 4th place, 5 people said they had gone 10 miles.
Yeah.
You said that.
I got that one.
Yep. In 3rd place, 6 people said 100 yards, which is pretty close to the length of a football field. Some people said across the football field when you can count. There was just so many ways to interpret this. 100 yards.
100 yards.
100 yards and running. Just kidding.
The longest yard.
7 people, this is 2nd place, 7 people said 1 mile. They've gone 1 mile to do an evaluation.
1 mile. Do you think those are like the athletic trainers that...
on the other side of campus.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And then some people, or 9 people, this is the number one answer, said a half mile.
Half mile.
A
I
half
could,
a mile.
I could throw that football half a mile. Maybe a quarter mile.
No chance.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh.
Right over those mountains right there.
So we had...
about a quarter mile.
Yeah, we had dugouts to center field wall, 25 miles, 3-minute gator ride, 3/4 of a mile, 2,000 miles was the longest.
2,000. That's a good one.
26 city blocks, 60-minute drive across campus, house calls, 3 soccer fields away. So there's just so many. The far corner of an Olympic ice sheet. Somebody said 0.
Just 0.
0. They
just
come
0.
to me.
No designation if it was miles,
Yeah.
feet,
Just
because it doesn't
0.
matter. It's 0.
So
They come to me.
I mean, I think
Good for them.
it's interesting, like the whole, when you think about it in terms of by foot, by car, it's like planes, trains, and automobiles, for Christ's sakes. How we do injury evaluations, whatever it takes. We're at the beck and call.
And I think what's interesting is if you look at it from, okay, so who's traveling 1,400 miles or 2,000 miles to do an eval? I do. Like, I go to my athletes that are in other states.
Yeah. That was probably your answer.
And I go look at them, right? And I think that's just part of my job.
Yeah.
Like, part of my job, now that I'm not with one entity, is I have all these small little entities that I have to work with. It's kind of cool because athletic trainers can do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Who's to say that athletic trainers shouldn't be the ones flying everywhere and going 4,000 miles to go do an injury eval? Because they can get paid more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Traveling ATs.
I just think
Is that
about
a thing? You know how there's traveling nurses? Are there traveling ATs?
there should be
Interesting.
isn't that what Go for Ellis is trying to do?
I would assume that's what all these like.
I don't know. I don't know if you
outreach-
can just with the state guidelines.
Ooh, that's a good point. But what if you're only there for a certain amount of time?
I don't think it matters. So, okay,
What's next?
let's do something dirty.
Ooh, hey.
You know, the live streamers are going to take this way too far,
Oh,
which is great.
dirty.
And we might have done this before. I can't remember. After
Doesn't
100,
matter.
this is episode 158 of the Candid Athletic Training podcast, and I'm sure we've repeated some because I can't remember what we've done after a while.
You know what? That brings up a good poll, or like a good question for all of our listeners.
Yeah.
Who has listened to every single episode of Candid Athletic
I bet
Training?
most of these people on the live stream.
Yeah.
I bet most people have.
Yeah, I bet the people on here right now, for sure. Or is there anybody that hasn't missed an episode and had to go back? Is there anybody that's listened to every single episode when it's come out, whether it's, live or not, like straight through?
You mean not missed a week?
Yeah. That'd be interesting to know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, FMK for you dirty-minded people. We're doing elastic tubular bandage, compression net. What did you call it?
Tetra Grip.
Tetra Grip.
I think it's a brand name. I think.
Yeah.
3
different sizes. 3-inch.
3 different girths.
4-inch. 5-inch. Kevin, let's stop fooling ourselves.
Somebody's at my door.
Oh no. You got a ring notification.
It just probably means that the wind blew some leaves past the door. Okay, 3, 4, 5.
3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch elastic tubular bandage. Kayla says size matters.
Size matters.
F1, marry one, kill one.
Thickness does matter. It really does. Okay. 3 inches. Maybe there. 4 inches. I don't even know if I can do 5 inches. I probably have really too small of a hand. Okay, so 5-inch, I'm assuming is meant for more like a knee. Maybe even like a leg.
Quad.
Right?
A quad. I can count on one hand how many times I've used a 5-inch compression net.
4-inch is a bastard size because I think I need to have the 3-inch, and I think the 3-inch is going to be more applicable to areas that it will actually compress enough to help it out. Your knee, I don't know if a tubular.
Okay, what body part do you use the tubular sleeve on the most? For you, elbow,
arms, like at elbow,
forearms.
I did a little ankle stuff with it. I would cut a tiny little hole in the back so that the heel could come out, but then it was sometimes more effective for my athletes that couldn't figure out how to like wrap themselves spirally with like a ace wrap or elastic bandage.
Yeah.
That I would just give them like a quick sleeve, and then they could put like the horseshoe in there for the ankle. But that was always like a 3. It was like a 3-inch. Definitely elbows. Maybe calves. Maybe like some calf stuff. Like if we got, somebody fouled a ball off their shin, right? We'd throw some kind of compression pad in there and like do a compression sleeve on there as well. But like once you got up to like the knee, I don't know, like those tubes, like the elastic tube, they always slide, they compress, they don't really provide.
I feel like they do that
in those areas.
I feel like they do it on the elbow, just the same.
Oh, see, like I would cut it real long. See, that's what
and double it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you double it, but still.
Oh, it would man, you'd cut it real long. All the way from like mid forearm all the way up to the top of the bicep, and then
fold it in half.
Sure, but have it so long that you had to fold it in half to actually cover most of that area too, and then it wouldn't. Now you're wasting a lot of this tubing, but
showers, not growers.
I think smaller the better. Oh yeah.
Okay, so tell me what you're doing here.
I'm gonna marry the hell out of that 3-inch, and I'm gonna F the 5, because sometimes size matters, and you just need it. Maybe you're big boys, or big ladies. Got massive calves, so many calf raises.
There's nobody in the world that's using a 5-inch on their calf. I will put that out there.
I know some big boys.
Let's put it on social media.
Although
I'm gonna do that on social media. Holy cow!
And so I'm gonna kill the 4-inch. Marry 3, F5, kill 4.
Oh, I gotta do this. Here, you know how to tweet. Ask people.
I don't know how to tweet.
All right, just type in the question. Anybody ever use a 5-inch compression elastic tubular bandage? Whatever. You know the question. On a calf, there's no way. Rick Cox is using the 6 on his calves.
That's what I'm saying.
Nope.
We got Rick Coxes in the world.
All right. I'm marrying the 4-inch. Used it all the time. I'm killing the 5-inch. Because if you need that much girth, the thin compression net is not doing it. And I'll F with the 3-inch. I'll F with the 3-inch. So for me, 3-inch on the arm, 4-inch on the leg, 5-inch nowhere.
Okay.
That's how I would use it. Maybe you can get away with a 3-inch on a calf, but usually a 4 on a knee. If you're going up the quad that high, then you probably should be off the tubular bandage, just onto an ace wrap.
I'm asking if they ever use it on a calf.
Yeah, a 5-inch. Have you ever used a 5-inch tubular bandage on a calf? Ever. I'm sure there have been.
Do I need to hashtag anybody?
Rick Burkholder. At Rick Burkholder.
I guarantee he has. He's seen a lot of tiny calves on really huge humans and probably some of the biggest calves of all time.
I just keep looking past you. It looks like the Cardinals are getting destroyed.
I totally see you looking past me. The worst thing ever is that there's a TV over my right shoulder.
I'm still here.
And Chad has so much money riding on this freaking game.
Not much. I got no money on this particular game, but I do have some interest in it. Yeah, it's at Pro ATC.
I didn't send it yet. I don't know if you want to add anything
So
else.
anyways, yeah, I think 3-inch gets the most use in the upper extremity.
Whoa.
4-inch gets the most use in the lower extremity.
Whoa.
5-inch, I really don't see a need for it.
There is a point where it's just too wide.
It's too wide. Too wide. I just think if you're onto a 5-inch, like for a hip, a groin, you should probably be using something else for compression. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, I hope.
Okay. Any in the comments here?
Oh, I don't know. I was too busy trying to make a tweet and figuring out how to use an iPhone. Oh, gosh.
You've never used an iPhone before.
I have. It's been a long time, though. It used to be the work phone. I had an iPhone for my work phone. Okay.
We're going to do our friend or foe, Kevin.
FOF, friend or foe?
Friend or foe.
This is a good one. I like that you came up with this one, and you almost did not want to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people are going to be like, I don't get a break.
Doesn't matter. We all do.
Downtime. Friend or foe, having your downtime right smack dab in the middle of your workday.
Right smack dab in the middle.
Not that you necessarily get to plan a lunch break or plan some downtime. But if you did, would you prefer to be right in the middle of your day?
So friend or foe, my break smack dab in the middle.
Right in the center.
It's totally a foe. I'd rather it be on either end of it. I want one segment of my day shorter. So like, even if I had a break a little bit before the middle of my day, at least it feels like a shorter day to me then. Whether or not the beginning of my day is quick and easy, and then I gotta like, just gut it out for the rest, or the opposite, and that like my break is a little bit later in the day, then I know I go back and it's like, although sometimes you go on a break or you have a downtime, like say 3/4 of the way through your day, that last quarter of the day is like forever.
You think if you take your break in the 3/4 way, you think that the last quarter seems longer?
You know how like sometimes like if you're just busy, if you're just going, like it goes fast.
Yeah.
Right? So sometimes I do like
everyone on here is saying they'd rather not take a break. And I think it's
that's what I'm
so
thinking.
everyone's saying is let me just work straight through and go home.
Well, but that's not what happens.
That's not the question.
It's not the choice of whether or not you can have a break. It's like if you like, because you're going to have a break.
A lull.
No matter
a
what.
lull in your day.
Every athletic trainer, we all think that we're constantly busy 100% of the day and like we're overworked 100% of the day. We're not. There are times that we stop. And when is the best time for that to all stop?
I'll tell you what, in my opinion, I for sure want my lull, my downtime. It cannot be in the first half of the day.
Oh, sometimes
I need it. I need it.
Shoot.
I need to work. I want to work at least 60% of my workday and then take a little break.
So we're both. I mean, we're both in agreement though that it's in the smack dab in the middle of the day, faux. If you work 8 to 5 and it's at noon,
if I have a choice,
No.
it's a faux.
that's what I'm saying.
If it happens to be right in the middle of the day, whatever. I'd prefer it if I have a choice. I want it somewhere around the 2/3 mark. I want to work 2/3 of my day, take a short break, and then wrap it up. And here's why.
Yeah.
I want to give my best effort and mental acuity to those patients at the end of the day too. Not just so you come in and you start your workday, you're fresh, and if gradually things happen, you just need to step away and recharge.
Okay.
And so, like, if you work straight through, are you given the same level of service?
Okay. Well,
8 hours in, I don't think you are.
do you think that a break recharges you?
I do. I think that's the whole point of it.
Well, some people though, they come out of that like, I mean, that was too much. Like
Too much break.
I was up here, and I went down here, but I never got back up here. I just stayed kind of like, right?
I think Kate's asking me a question.
Kate, what's going on?
She asked if during my lull do you nap, or maybe that's just in general. We've asked that. I used to nap at work if I had an hour break.
Me too.
And I used to be in the satellite athletic training room where no one else was. I would lay down for an hour. I don't see any problem with it.
Sames.
I mean, it's no different than spending a lull, going to get a workout in, or meditating, or reading a book, or whatever.
I used to go somewhere and close my eyes.
Abby's Netflix and chill with her 6-inch double. So for me, I want to take my break as late in the day as possible.
All right.
Yeah, I guess I don't want to go like 7 hours, take a break, and then 1 hour. But if it's around that 3/4 or like 2/3 of the way,
Do you nap?
fine. At work,
No, I mean, like, are you would you consider yourself a napper?
on the weekends, I'll try.
Okay.
And usually what happens is I'll have, so Bennett is on a 3-hour, like a 2 to 3 hour nap schedule.
Yeah.
So when we lay him down on the weekends, usually Julie wants to go downstairs and she wants to get some painting in because she's a painter. And so she wants to work in the office, and I will lay down to try and nap. And I'll probably make it about 15, 20 minutes and go, what the hell? I got things I need to work on. And my mind won't turn off to the point where I can really, unless I'm super exhausted.
Does Julie ever nap?
Maybe 3 times a year. If she's not feeling good, she will. If she's sick, she'll nap.
I mean, I believe
But
it.
otherwise, no. She's cleaning and painting, and
Always doing something.
she's
Always
so
moving
type A. She's
something.
great. She's like,
Always walking from one side of the house to the other.
she's
Sometimes I want to send you
Clean.
like a recording. Like, I don't know if she's wearing a Fitbit or something, but she walks more than anybody ever throughout a house.
she
is
walks loud.
everywhere. Well, she is loud. She's
She's
got real heavy feet.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like,
She does.
You'll hear her, like,
I can
going,
hear her upstairs, and
and like, I'm like, man.
Well, I also
she's-
think
we need to teach her how to be more efficient about what
that's
she's carrying.
just what I was going to say. I think sometimes her efficiency lacks. Like, I think she could plan her, do everything over here and then go over here and do everything over there, not back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I love my wife,
Yeah.
and babe, I know you. Sometimes you listen.
I hope she is. I mean,
I just think
it's great.
sometimes we could clean up the efficiency, and then you could get more
She
downtime
knows
to
it.
paint.
She totally knows it.
Yeah, but she spends most of her downtime painting. Do you nap?
Great. Oh, I can nap. I don't nap a lot, but
If you wanted to, you can.
I'm going to put it this way. I probably should live my life as a, like, I wake up super early, get like a nice 20-minute nap in before noon, and I probably would be incredibly productive the rest of the afternoon. I would do really well in, say, Spain. And so would my wife, bringing up wives. I mean, she could nap 14 times a day and she'd be fine. I don't nap very often. I also sleep like crap. I sleep awful.
Yeah.
At the same time, I wouldn't say I'm like you, though. Where, like,
That's good.
You lay down.
I don't even know what you're talking about, but if you're not me, that's good.
I'm saying, like, if I lay down because I have an opportunity to nap, I'm probably going to get it in. I'm probably not going to, like, lay down for 15 minutes and then be like, I can't stop. But that's me at the end of the night. At the end of the night, it takes me forever to fall asleep because my brain won't stop. My brain won't stop. My brain won't stop. My brain won't stop.
That's where my nights are at, yeah.
But I love naps. I mean, power naps are some of the most powerful things in the entire world, I think. I think they're awesome. 20 minutes, though. Just 20 minutes. 20, 30 minutes.
Somehow there was another friend or foe on there who was working out at your school gym. We already did that one, I think, a while ago. But all right. Do we have anything else on that?
No.
Friend or foe?
No.
Some good discussion there.
Are we on to the topic?
We are on to the feature.
What topic?
All right.
Tonight's feature topic brought to you by... Well, actually, you know what? Brought to you by Abby Denon.
Yeah.
Because she loves
she keeps asking,
pick ones.
She wanted some pick one. She's been asking for pick one for a couple weeks because we talked about it.
We do random pick ones, but I think this is going to be a big
You got
pick
a long list over there. You got more like a one or the other.
Yeah.
And I've got pick one. I've got some pick ones out of like a group, a category.
Okay.
So why don't you want to do yours and then we'll get to mine?
Sure. You're going to answer this, huh?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, pick one. Calf or ankle socks?
Calf. So we were talking about compression nets.
Yeah, okay.
I sleep with a compression. Like my calf gets so tight at night. My calf, my right calf, it will keep me up. So I sometimes will sleep with a compression, like a 3-inch compression net on my calf, or a 4-inch. I don't know if it's a 3 or 4 inch.
If I told you could get free treatments at my clinic for the rest of your life, would you get them?
No. You mean fix myself? No.
Okay. So calf. All right. Black socks.
Oh, they all went angles.
Black socks or socks with design on them? No white. Like, so you got black on.
I'm such a plain guy.
Let's see if I can I?
You got no hamstring mobility.
I have none.
You got calf. Oh, you got.
Anybody see that?
Yeah. You had to hold that up with your hands, though. Okay. So you're going calf.
I got like weird snowman.
Calf socks with a design. So you're going calf. I'm gonna go black. I'm such a
black,
the
right.
only design I have
is black.
Is the socks you got for me?
Oh, sure.
Now, actually, gray. I tend to wear a lot of gray socks. But if I had to choose,
wear a lot of black and a lot of gray socks.
Yeah.
But when I wear like tall socks, I want them to be a design. I don't know why.
Okay.
All right, pen versus pencil.
That's tough. It kind of depends on what you're doing.
It doesn't matter. Pick one. If you heard that, that was his neck. Yep, I heard that.
I'm gonna go.
Oh,
this is really tough. Way tougher than I thought. I'll go pencil.
okay. Movies or TV shows?
Movies.
Oh. Delivery or leftovers?
Delivery.
All right. TRX or rings?
I gotta go rings because I hate. I shouldn't say I hate. They could be a sponsor soon.
Okay.
I prefer rings. I think they're more functional.
Barbells or dumbbells?
Oh yeah, this was
Some of these are
yeah.
courtesy of Savannah. Extraordinaire trainer, coach here at Brew Fitness MKE.
I'm a traditionalist, so give me the barbell.
Okay. Would you rather do open gym or a class? Meaning, would you rather go to the gym and do whatever you want to do, or would you rather go to a class, like a group fitness class?
It's a really good question. I think I'll go open gym.
Kayla, we're trying.
I think before I stopped really working out here, my last month or so I was doing a lot of my own stuff.
Yeah, you were.
What would you say on that one? I mean, there is something about being told just what to do and then you don't have to think, you just go and do it. There's something about it.
I would, if I had to pick one, I would pick open gym.
Yeah.
If I had the ability to just go to a gym and spend 2 hours a day, like messing around.
I'm the same way.
That is 2 hours of probably my favorite 2 hours of all time. Now, I got to a point in my life with family stuff, work stuff, that those 2 hours ended up, well, I should say an hour. The hour ended up not being very productive. And so I said, I really need somebody to just be like, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And so that's where I mean.
Well, and that's why they were talking about on the live stream before, working out at your gym, at your school, friend or foe. It's a foe because you get interrupted so much.
So much. Yeah.
Oh,
so
hey,
much.
what should I do for this? I'm trying to back squat here.
Yeah.
I don't need to do an injury eval right now.
Yeah. The few times that some of my athletes would show up really early and I was working out at the facility, like every time it ended up being like question time because I have you one-on-one and I don't mind interrupting what you're doing in life. Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Virtual or in person?
Life?
Doesn't matter. Virtual or in person?
You're talking about CEUs?
Virtual or in person?
In person.
Left or right?
Sorry. Right.
COVID or no COVID?
I really prefer the world COVID style.
I love the world that has COVID in it. It's so great. It's the best. All right, and then this is courtesy of Kevin Joyce, because I'm assuming you're going to say no COVID. I'm hoping you're going to say no COVID.
No COVID.
Kevin Joyce came up with Bill Pullman, right?
Yeah.
Bill Pullman, president or Lone Star?
Lone Star.
Love it.
I've never seen Independence Day.
Excuse me?
I said it.
Wait,
I've never seen it.
Whoa.
We talked about that when we did that Will Smith.
Wait.
We did the very first 4th of July fat. We've talked about it.
You've never seen Independence Day?
Correct. Not all the way through. I've probably seen a scene here or there.
Okay. So
what the F is wrong with you?
All of the crap that you watch.
I watch quality entertainment.
Man, you need to watch Independence Day. You haven't seen the second Independence Day then, right? You haven't seen the second one? Okay, good.
No.
Okay, and if anybody can, I just watched the second Independence Day for the second time because the first time I watched it, it was brand new. I was like, yeah, whatever. It was entertaining. I don't know why it was so bad for everybody. The second time I watched it, that is one hell of a bad movie. It is really, really bad.
Independence Day 2?
Oh, my God. It's so bad. And not in a good, bad way. You know? Like, some movies are so bad that they're good.
Yeah.
That movie is bad. If anybody really likes that movie,
It's all right.
I would like to know. Because maybe you can convince me otherwise. All right, give me your pick ones.
I got 4.
Okay, 4 of them.
Okay? Work with me here. You are going to work.
I work with you every Monday.
You're going to work 1 day a week.
Okay.
24 hours straight.
Okay.
Pick what day. You're going to work midnight to midnight.
Midnight to midnight.
You have to give up one of your days to work every week. Pick a day of the week. What day of the week are you working? It has to be the same every week. So you're basically just saying Tuesday is my day to work. Wednesday is my day to work. Whatever it is. Pick one day that you're going to work 24 hours.
I'm going to go Tuesday. It's my long day already. It makes Monday nights kind of tough though. Monday night football.
No, that's where I went. I was like, I can't work Thursdays because there's Thursday night football.
I'm going Tuesdays. I'm going Tuesdays because there's
Taco Tuesdays. You want to give Taco Tuesdays up?
Oh yeah. No, I'm giving it up. I'm giving it Tuesdays. I'm absolutely Tuesdays. 100%.
I think I'm going to go Wednesdays.
Wednesdays because it's the middle of the week and you think it's the only day that you're not going to have to miss anything. Maybe.
Yep.
Tuesdays. Monday, 1 day. Tuesdays. 2 day.
24 hours straight. Yeah, for me, it's Wednesday. I'll give it my... Oh, shit. Is there any TV on Wednesdays? I can't do Wednesdays because that's when all the Marvel and... I can't do it. I have to do Tuesdays. It's when all the Marvel releases their shows.
Yeah,
and
really?
Yeah, Thursday's Blacklist. I think I have to change to Tuesday.
12 to 12. I mean, or 12 to 11:59.
12:01 a.m. to 11:59.
Yeah,
PM.
I mean, it's got to be Tuesday for me. The only thing, actually, you know what would suck? If I had to go to work in 3 hours, that'd be tough. I mean, in my life right now, actually, I would actually have to go Wednesday.
Would you do?
I'd have to go Wednesday.
Did we just switch?
I'd have to go Wednesday because if we're still doing the podcast on Monday nights,
we would have to change the podcast night.
Well, no, we wouldn't. For me, we wouldn't. For you, we would.
No, we wouldn't. Could you pull a 24?
Yeah, totally.
Like Jack Bauer here?
Oh, I totally could.
All right. So we got a lot. I think Tuesday and Wednesday are the two most popular choices.
I could be so on top of my game for 24 hours if I had the rest of the week off. This is what I would... Okay. Maybe there's a sweet spot, all right? Like, you know how like most athletic trainers work every day, right? Like there's just like, oh my God, I never have an off day. I went from never having off days to I have 3-day weekends every single week. And it's really tough to go to work.
Sorry, say it again.
I went from working every single day.
Yeah.
To having 3-day weekends.
Yeah. And you said it sucked because it was...
It's tough.
Yeah, you said that last
a,
week.
You know, first world problem for sure. But at the same time, Tuesday mornings are tough for me because that's the start of my week. At the same time, I love the fact that I have 3 days off every week. If I had 6 days off and I had to work 1 day, I bet it might be, I don't know, maybe that would be the key to productivity.
Just work every other day.
There's a lot of industries that do it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 36 on, 36 off, whatever.
Firefighters. Yeah.
Totally.
All right, ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Next one. Pick one body part, and that's the only one you get to evaluate and treat. You're the elbow guy, you're the shoulder guy, you're the knee guy, you're the ankle guy, you're the hamstring guy.
I'm already the shoulder guy, so I'm going to be the shoulder guy.
It's all you do every day.
It's
I
probably
thought you were going to be the diaphragmatic breathing guy.
Yeah, but that's not the injury. That's how you treat the shoulder. Yeah, I'd have to be the shoulder guy. I think it honestly is the only joint in the body that I'm like, whatever, I know how to make it feel better.
I want to see what everyone says here.
And like I have the best feel to the shoulder.
So far we got a knee, ankle, a knee, shoulder, knee.
You know why I don't want knee is because like if it's distal IP
ankle
joint, like is that what's
that was Hannah. It's just a dip.
We just
Oh, maybe she meant hip. Boop. Maybe she just mistyped.
No, dip.
The D is on the far left of the keyboard and the H is on the right.
No, it's all dip. It's just the distal IP joint. I honestly. So if you give me a knee, case in point, I guarantee I think I have a meniscus like tear.
Me too.
Like there's nothing I can do about it other than manage it.
Yeah.
Shoulders, labrum tear, yeah, there's nothing I can do about it, but I bet I can make the shoulder function more because I'm not having to compress the force.
Yeah.
Right? Like I can glide through the joint and avoid the compressive forces in an irritating way. Because even if you have a torn labrum in your shoulder, it's not like a torn meniscus.
I think I'm going to go elbow.
Sure.
I think I'd be fine with elbow.
Yeah.
The only problem with it is you get that possible UCL flexor. There's really no way of.
This is all Hannah wants to do all day.
Yeah.
She just wants to squeeze and extend things.
Oh, I got it. The only problem with the elbow is differentiating between a flexor mass and a UCL.
Yep.
Like it's like you're just going to refer. How often? Like, oh, you can have a feel, but to know for sure, 100%, it's like you're never really going to. So you're still, it might just be a waste of time. Might be a wasted pick there. I'll go with elbow anyways, though. All right, ready? I don't know if we did this last time. We did pick one, but pick one color TheraBand.
Blue. We'll go blue. Yellow, red, green, blue,
silver, black. Or is it black and
like
silver?
Gray? I mean, like, but blue is right in the middle of the road.
Getting lots of blues on here.
I give every one of my patients a blue TheraBand to go home with because I give them immediately one exercise to do with breathing with it. I don't know. Blue. Blue.
Black and then gray.
Blue's
the
clues.
black's too much for some things, so I gotta go blue.
Blue's clues.
All right, last one.
Last one.
This is gonna be a shameless plug.
Like the show?
Yep.
Okay.
Pick
I
one
don't know that.
piece of Candid Athletic Training gear.
Oh, crew neck sweatshirt.
What's your favorite piece of gear that we have? Is it really the crew neck, or are you just saying that because you're wearing it?
No, it's honestly, I think this is my favorite.
More than the hat?
Oh, that's a good call. The hat is, honestly,
The mugs.
legitimately, our hat is the most comfortable hat I've ever put on my life.
It's right up there, yeah.
I have never owned a hat that is more comfortable.
My son is obsessed with our hat.
Sure.
He will literally run into the office, and then he just wants to grab it.
The only thing I would say about our hat, and I'm dogging on our stuff for, like, to be truthful about it.
To be candid.
It does get dirty. I've done everything to try and make sure that my hat doesn't get dirty, other than wash it. Like I don't know anybody that washes their hats, but that hat gets dirty. Like there's just like where you grab the bill, because it's white in the back, it does get dirty. So you have to get a new one probably every 2 years, maybe 2 to 3 years. But I love that hat. But I would say, just like, I mean, I wear the hoodie. Or
I wear this hoodie probably. I mean, almost like damn near every night.
Legitimately, like you're starting to not even be able to see what it says on there.
Yeah,
that's how often
I've worn it. Yeah, it's
like you can tell like how much more faded his is than mine.
Yeah, because we got them at the same time. But
that's like maybe 2 years old.
Yeah,
maybe. I love this crew neck sweatshirt though. It fits me perfect. It's actually really like soft and like warm. I mean, the hoodie is the same material, but every once in a while, I love a crew neck. I have 3 great hoodies. I only have 1 great crew neck.
It's just one.
It's this one.
Yeah.
This is my favorite.
We gotta create some more gear.
We do.
That's on our to do.
We got
now that hopefully we
socks.
We
need socks.
I mean, there's a lot of suggestions. We're gonna have to go through this. Oh, comments and reactions. Interesting. So we got a lot of people. Oh, Erin says she can tell that my
top
shit's
rack
faded.
Dishwasher to wash hats. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
If I had a dishwasher, I would. I wonder if I could ask my
landlord.
If I could get a landlord to give me a dishwasher.
Canvas bags, ponytail visors. Oh, we need visors.
Visors.
Man, we got a lot of people asking for different gear. Let's get it.
We'll make it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to save this comment section and go through it.
I'll do my best.
Anybody else got a? That's good. Let's just shut it down.
Yeah,
to hell with it. That's pick one.
Let's pick one, and then
play the intro.
This is just the. Well, we play them at the same time. But Candid Athletic Training.com for all of your memberships and all of your gear. I guess you know what? Maybe we'll send out a nice email to everybody that we created some new gear, because we're going to create some new gear this week. Me and you are going to sit down. We're going to create some more gear.
Look at what Hannah wants.
What?
Candid thongs.
Hannah, of course we'll have candid thongs. And by thongs, you mean flip-flops, right? It's something like that. Anyway, oh my God. That's why Hannah's always going to be one of my favorite humans of all frickin' time.
Candid vaccines.
Who said candid vaccine?
Kayla.
Oh, thank you, Kayla. Welcome to the show. You are amazing. We love you. You are perfect.
Candid vaccines.
Absolutely belong with us.
They were coming up for rules for drinking game again because.
What did I do now?
Every time you say something, I don't remember what it was, but yeah, they were.
For a while, I was touching my hat a lot because it was digging into the side of my head. I haven't worn this hat in like 2 years.
Every time our equipment fails.
Oh man, this is the team I used to work for in the minor leagues. I love it. It's one of my favorite hats of all time, but I haven't worn it in a long time. I started packing up my apartment, and I found this hat, and I was like, ooh, I gotta wear it. Anyway, CandidAthleticTraining.com. Get yourself some gear. Get yourself a membership. Tell your friends about the membership. You can be on this live broadcast, hanging out with us, talking about getting thongs with thumbs on them. Oh my God, it's so great.
So inappropriate.
I can't wait to now bring up our favorite sponsor of all time, Healthyroster.com. Go to them for all of your EMR needs. They really, really care about athletic training, and that's why they have partnered with us, because they know we care about athletic trainers, and then therefore they can really reach out to every athletic trainer that they want to reach out to. So, Healthyroster.com. Roof Fitness Milwaukee, thank you for allowing us to sit here and, me to drink some of your beer, use your lighting, all the above. Check out the website from the standpoint of you can still, hey, two years from now, we're all going to be in the same boat. We're going to get all of our CUs at the last minute. But if you think about it now, you could go to MedBridge and sign up for a membership, $175 off. get that MedBridge membership and do a CU like once a month, right? Go get your dry needling certification from Master Dry Needling. Oh my God, it's so great. I know it changed my practice. I know for him, well, he doesn't do any needling anymore, but for a long time, he was digging the shit out of some needles. But have fun, everybody. Go to CandidAthleticTraining.com. Go to CandidAthleticTraining.com. And go to CandidAthleticTraining.com. It was a great show.
CandidAthleticTraining.com.
It was a great show. A great show.
All right, y'all. We're out of here.
See ya.